Yes, we're here. That's what you've been waiting for. Thank you, Columbia and Barbara and Gail. This show is called AHA.
AHA.
It
Okay.
stands for A Human Among Humans.
I love that.
And we finally have found a human being for the show. After 24 years, we have Mariya Shiyko. Is that right?
You got it.
And she is going to heal all of us as we watch. I have many ailments, really two now. But one we're going to focus on is my hoarseness. Actually, I had sinus cancer.
Oh wow.
I had a big 2-inch by 2-inch growth inside. From
Wow.
birth it was growing, from conception.
How long ago was that?
I just had it healed about 2 years ago.
That's beautiful.
Yes. But forgive me, if I knew you, I wouldn't know how to have proton beam therapy.
I don't think that time I would be able to help you. It's okay.
But now, we're going to work on at least. Maya is an energy healer, among other things, yes?
Yes.
And you have a website.
I do have a
Which
website.
is?
It's www.mariya, M-A-R-I-Y-A, Shiyko, S-H-I-Y-K-O .love.
.love. How many people have a .love? So if you're feeling lonely tonight.
It was a special gift from a special person.
Wow.
So.
Most of us are .com or if we're lucky .net, but .love. Wow. That's enough. I'm healed. Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Okay, this is a serious show. Don't let what you're seeing dissuade you.
No, healing is it's a very serious business.
Yes, this is really.
It's very serious.
Yes, Columbia, this is the seriousness.
No laughter.
No. Columbia, no. She's in West Virginia, she's watching us. I see that smile coming on. No. See Barbara. Okay.
Alright, so what I want us to do, I'm feeling personally a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Alright, so I want both of us to ground.
Okay.
And the simplest way to ground is to literally bring our attention to the feet.
Okay.
So like as a child, you like to step on pebbles, right? So you would just touch pebbles on the ground, and so do a little tapping on the floor with your feet. Good. And then that breath, as you're tapping on those imaginary pebbles, let that breath go all the way down to your feet as well.
I want everybody to be doing this. Gail, I
Yes,
noticed
please,
you're not doing this. Come on, this is not just having a great time watching us. This is a chance to heal whatever ailment is ailing you.
Yeah, it actually would be quite nice because
CCTV knows.
people
We know who's
doing-
watching us. We can zoom in their homes now.
I actually feel people watching us right now,
Yeah.
and even if they watch us tomorrow, they can still do it,
Yeah.
and it will be amazing because there is really
Yes.
no time or space.
Satisfaction guarantee you your money back. Promise. Promise.
Good.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
connect to your tail like a doggy and just wiggle it side to side. Just let it wiggle. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, that feels good. And again, once again, what I'm sensing in your energy field right now is again this maternal line. So energetically, I'm sensing where you are, and the left side of your body is your maternal line. So there is a lot of healing happening on this intuitive and maternal
Mama.
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 Wow. Mama, I love you.
So what I want you to do is the same way you're holding that line.
Yeah.
Just start really giving it some love. Along the meridians on your arm. And your intention is enough because you can heal not only yourself but generational pain by only working with yourself and your own body. You don't need any other people involved. You have a connection to everything and everyone. Good. And give it a little bit of a smile, because healing is not a serious business, even though many people think about it as a very serious business. As you're giving that love, bring a smile to that love.
Whoa, it feels nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has
yeah,
a little different color and a feel to it.
Yes.
Is this gentle, loving, and joyful. Just joyful connection with your own body.
I know this is going to be banned in Boston. Fortunately, this is Cambridge, and we can do it.
We can touch ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we can touch ourselves with love.
Exactly. Nice. And what I want you to do, to imagine that you can do the same thing towards your left leg. And maybe some of the viewers, they cannot see that we have legs, but there are legs actually. We're not just floating
Yes,
in the
believe
air.
us. Believe, and you will be healed. Believe we have legs.
Nice. Beautiful. And now let's open the arms towards each other. And just say, ah. Ah. Nice. And now we'll start working with the voice. Okay? So remember, in the same way we were warming up, so our vocal cords are warmed up a little bit. We'll use the sound ah, and it's this like ah 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 ah, just curious. And as you're using that sound, start almost using it as a knife, like it's a sharp sound, ah 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 ah. It has a cutting property, and you imagine that this sound travels down your left arm. We'll do it together. Ah, 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 ah. And even less effort, it's just cutting. Ah, 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 ah.
Whoa.
Nice. Ooh.
Whoa.
Wow, I felt you release something. How? Yes.
How do I feel?
How do you feel?
I feel that knife-like feeling. It's as if it's coming out of my bones and marrow. It feels more comforting now. When we were warming up, it felt harsh, like breaking through a seed that was holding on. Now it feels like slicing through cheese or something.
Yes. So let's try this one more time. And this time, I want you to do exactly the same thing, but with less effort.
Okay.
It's a gentle knife. It's a cutting sound, but it's just like laser pointer.
Oh.
Yeah. So less effort. You want to do jewelry like work. Yeah. Ah, 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 ah. And I feel it's another layer of the song that I was singing to you before. And just let yourself receive this song. Open your body as I'm singing the song. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are l soul. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you are connected to my soul. And I feel the two of us shall sing this together to the viewers. How could anyone ever tell you? Let the sound come through. You are anything less than beautiful. How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole?
Nice work if you can get it. Sorry.
Go for it, go for it.
No, that's one of my only jokes. So keep going.
Go for it.
No, that was all I had to say. That was very nice.
How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever notice that your loving is a miracle? How deep were you connected to my soul? Nice. Beautiful. What I want you to do now is connect to the image of the sunshine. Okay? And let that sunshine go from the crown of your head down through your whole body. And as that image is moving through, I want you to start opening your vocal cords. It's as if from the inside they become soft and mushy and just this feeling of warm butter, melted butter, moving through your throat. And it's a gentle feeling. You're just opening your vocal cords. You're just opening them, and opening and opening and opening and opening and opening and opening. Nice. Yes, it went to the front. Now open more on the back. Nice. And now open more on the left side of your body. Good. A little bit more on the left side of your body. And there is no effort. You just let this melted butter of golden white light just move through and soften the cords. Just soften. It's almost like this buttery feeling, and it's a lubricant. Just lubricating and nourishing everything from the inside. Nice. And it's the healer within that you're connecting with. It's your own light. Just your own light, your own healer within. Connect to that part of you that is completely whole. Connect to that part of you that is completely healed, and it's already healed. Nice. And now in the right side of your body, I believe drop the belief that you're sick. Right? We create reality through our beliefs. We experience reality through our beliefs. So drop this belief that there is anything wrong with your vocal cords. The mind, the logic, is the logical mind, right? The logical mind that something is wrong. The mind always sees there's something wrong. So connect to the part of you that is right. That's the healer. That's the wholeness, right? The one that is just knows. Knows that everything is right. Release doubt. Yeah, release doubt. Doubt doesn't work in human business. And release any expectation of being healed either.
Yeah, like that. Okay. That's very nice. Makes it even easier.
Yeah, release expectation of
Yeah.
being healed.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was just, you just let go something.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I just felt like a block pop up.
Whoa. This
Good.
is much harder than it looks, folks. Really hard. I thought it was nice work if you could get it, but this is hard. I feel so vulnerable.
Yeah, I imagine. I imagine it's quite vulnerable to be in front of the people.
No, it would be vulnerable lower
Really?
in the back room warming up people.
Okay. Well,
I
it's,
get used to being vulnerable.
it's a perfect place because vulnerability is where the healing happens.
Well, then there's a lot of room for healing now.
Beautiful. Now what I want you to do is to connect to your belly. Good. Wow, you're right there. And I'm right with you in this vulnerable space because I'm in a very vulnerable space right now.
See that Columbia that she's at is vulnerable as I look.
I think we appear not to be vulnerable. Both of us are quite vulnerable right now.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want you to do is connect to the tickle inside of your belly. There's a tickle, like tickle, 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 tickle. Okay. Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
The tickle, tickle. Good. And now make it a little bit more bouncy. So now I'll move you a little bit here. Okay, take a step here.
Yes.
Good. And now, and again, connect to your tickle. Good. Good. Connect more to your tickle. And now start bringing this tickle to your heart. From the belly. From the belly Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
And now from the tickle in your belly, start bringing it even higher to your throat.
Oh, oh, wow.
Yeah. And let that breath
Yes.
just move. Let's dance with that breath. Just let your body dance. It's this really very fluid dancing movement. You've released, I felt at least, you've released quite a bit. And so let it move. Let it start dancing. Let it start dancing. Start dancing. Wherever you feel any holding, wherever you feel any space where you're holding. Maybe it has a sound, maybe it has a voice.
Good. Whoa.
And now
Whoa.
take a breath. breath go to the back of your heart.
Oh.
Let this breath go to the very, very back of your heart, where sometimes we're not thinking that there is always a pocket of love and joy connected to love. Yeah. Good, and start opening that pocket with your breath. Good. And it's another pocket of vulnerability. It's the pocket that the more open we are, the more joy we experience. Because in that vulnerable space, we can feel and taste life so beautifully. And we're not afraid to speak our truth.
Ooh.
We're not afraid to use that voice to say what we need and what we feel. And maybe there is a beautiful girl who is running in front of us and we need to say, oh my God, you're so beautiful and I kind of like you.
I like you, yes, yes.
But I don't really know how you feel about me.
I don't know how you feel.
You may not like me back.
Yeah, it's okay.
And maybe there is a really handsome man in front of you and you're like having a little crush, like a little mini crush. And you don't want to admit to yourself that you're having that mini crush.
Spiritual crushes. I'm happy with spiritual crushes.
No, but you want to have a human crush
like
too. You want to have a human one too.
It goes from the below to the high.
Yeah, nice. And we want to bring it into the human body.
Yes, into the
because
human.
this is the only place where we can be vulnerable.
Oh.
A spirit has no fear.
Oh.
A human knows fear.
Oh, I'm very human. This is a human among
It
humans.
is a human among human.
I don't feel scared. I just feel vulnerable. I guess it's connected to feeling. I think it's just losing control.
Exactly.
And being in a healing trance of sorts, or a trance at least.
Yes.
And so it's unfamiliar. I feel safe, but it's new. And I don't even know why it's vulnerable. It's just, it's like taking off some skin. Okay.
Wow. I feel vulnerable too right now.
Yes. Oh, because feelings come up that I don't know how to handle. That sharp feeling, for example.
Yeah.
It's like some light is breaking out of my shell. That's what I...
Keep talking.
Like a seed. This is spring. I'm a seed and I'm going to tell a story to end this, shall I? 3-minute story?
And as you're telling the story, let it come from the back of your heart.
Oh my, it would be hard. I just can start it. I might not have time to finish.
Yeah.
I better not rush it. Maybe the heart of the story is, no, I'm going to save it for next time. It's just trying to break free and not... I remember as a counselor, I'm holding this boy who's escaping from the school for emotionally disturbed children. And I hold him around the waist because that's my job as a counselor.
Yeah.
And a gentleman in a suit and tie comes by and sees me holding this boy who's trying to, he says, let me go, says the boy. And I hold him tighter and the gentleman says, you let that child go. And the boy, Tommy, looks at the gentleman and says, you mind your own business, sir. The guy walks away and Tommy turns back to me and says, let me go, let me go. And I'm like that boy. I want to break, right now, I want to break free and I don't at the same time. I'm holding on and I want to break free. And I think maybe I just like to be held. That's a part of the story. Oh.
And I feel, what if you don't do anything about it.
Yes, and just be held and be screaming about wanting to break free at the same time.
But what if you don't try being fixed?
Yes, then it's a little bit better. A little bit, but it is still the tension. Let me go, and I want to be held. It was fixed. 3 weeks later, Tommy took me into his schoolroom. He's 12 years old. He said, Michael, don't tell anybody. Look, I'm learning how to write. And he writes for me. And he writes down, let me go, you bastard. Let me go. So, but writing helped him enjoy the struggle to break free and share it with me, as you've done with me today.
I feel yesterday.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just grateful, and I'm
1 second.
fearless and fearful.
Whoa.